Do we need that wording?
Would that be?
I think that would fall within it.
That would fall within.
It would be covered by
Right?
this. Okay.
Medical teaching or training facility.
All right. Moving over to conditional uses. Emergency medical helipads limited to 2 per hospital. What's
What?
what's that word?
Lawyers in the room going over words, you know? Come on. There'll be all kinds of trouble with that. Now, I'm starting to say, Mike, maybe medical and medical-related teaching, because I'm thinking paramedics.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's medical or is that medical-related.
Yeah, but then we're going to have those holistic teachers.
Well, yeah, no, I know.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, you maybe want to include nursing, dentistry, or...
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
Excuse me, health sciences and language.
Health science.
Fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You better.
Very good.
See, we were groping.
Okay. With the third chart. Emergency medical helipads limited to 2 per hospital. We good there?
2 helipads?
That's
Yeah. I guess that's what that means, right?
that's what it meant originally. I mean, that's there. That's what it meant. Now, I don't know if... if there is a hospital there, they often have a helipad.
Sure.
Yeah.
You need to have one.
Yeah, you should have one. For incoming and also outgoing.
Yeah.
I'll say as a personal matter, my daughter had to be flown from here to Valhalla, otherwise she'd be dead, so
Yeah.
I have no problem with a helipad person.
Yeah,
Of course
all
not.
right, so that's okay.
Of course not.
Private parochial specialty schools for the handicapped, emotionally disturbed, retarded, and/or preschoolers. I don't like that at all.
I know, it's disturbing. All right, private, parochial, and specialty schools, comma, right?
What if...
For the
what if we
handicapped, emotionally disturbed.
change it to the way... I mean, if you don't have a... If you don't have a problem with the concept, let's start with that. Right, you just change it to the way...
For the handicapped, mostly just
Right.
charter preschool, or whether
Whether private,
parochial, or
parochial.
publicly owned.
Yeah,
I think that's what the intent
Yeah,
was.
if that's the intent.
yeah.
Then you just don't even, kind of just take the first 3 words out, that's it.
Okay, so what...
Schools for.
Yeah,
Specialty schools.
So
Then
private, parochial, public, who cares?
That doesn't make any
Schools,
yeah.
who cares?
It's a school that would have to be either for the handicapped, the emotionally disturbed, retarded, or healthy preschoolers.
That language is very outdated.
Yeah.
With handicap, yeah. I mean, you don't use,
Yeah, the
you don't use
terminology.
retarded, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And but my question is still the same. Are these for specialty schools clearly, or for non-specialty schools as well?
Are those schools specifically geared towards the education?
Whatever
or
the
something
correct
like that?
verbiage
Yeah.
Stu comes up with.
Yeah.
My question is, even in the outdated language, it's saying that these are special
Specialty
schools,
schools, yeah.
except when it gets to
Well.
preschooler.
And then
Is the
preschool.
intent that preschooler be for any preschools, or are you saying as well for preschools?
Yeah, probably don't even need the word preschooler because it seems like almost a age restriction. Yeah.
Exactly.
Preschool, there is preschoolers located there.
And
There's a
that's
lot
why
of
I was
Anywhere
writing
from
in.
preschool.
Maybe that's why.
up.
But they'd be pre-existing anyway.
Yeah, so that would be. Well, what's the feel, what's
So we
everybody's feeling?
can take out the age of the preschool.
Yeah.
I think it
But,
applies to any age.
Handicap
What did you
preschooler
suggest
or
about this,
Students with disabilities.
students with
Disabilities,
Yeah.
that's the word.
And that covers
That
all
covers
of
everything.
the,
Yeah,
All of it.
yeah.
There's things in the section that aren't listed here that are disability.
that is
Sure.
disabilities, yeah.
But in your allowed uses, didn't you already have a daycare somewhere else earlier on?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about that? So why is it in the conditional as well?
I don't know. Why would I-
I think the
I-
daycare was limited to people with disabilities.
Well, this was, yeah, it was,
More
the original.
I think that was the original intent, it's
daycare,
just
so to speak.
Oh.
Yeah,
not
I think
stated
that's how I'm
clearly.
reading it. Yeah, I'm reading number 5 on the daycare to be just it could be just a general daycare center, not.
It is.
Yeah.
Number 5 is, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so we clean that up, modernize it. Is everybody happy with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, senior citizen housing development subject to conditions under section 12.1.9.
That's your,
Yeah.
senior housing.
3 of us are seniors, I think that won't have any problem passing that.
Kyle and Yeah, and Mr. Char, and you, John?
Definitely. Yeah, why do you think?
I'm not picking on you. I like you, so I don't know.
You go around in a wheelchair for a couple
Not
of weeks.
today.
I can't go there again.
That's right, Ed had experience in the campaign, he was pushing me in a wheelchair.
I pushed on him.
Oh, I remember.
Okay,
To do anything for the senior vote?
that was it, we were trying to get the senior vote, yeah.
That's why you broke your foot?
That's right. For,
That counts some.
Yeah.
The two by feeding us.
dancing. All right, that's pretty good then, okay, the seniors, all right, good there. 4, I think also adult retirement communities, I think we're pretty good there. Any problems with that? Okay, indoor recreation centers. Needs code
definition.
We definitely need that. Exclude those which provide motorized rides, water slide. Oh, yeah, okay.
And what does it leave?
Indoor recreation centers. Are we still happy with that? Oh, tennis, yeah.
Indoor track.
CYO gym in Washingtonville, I mean, what other examples could we?
Frozen ropes.
Yes.
The one that sits out there unbuilt across the highway.
Yeah.
Such an image, frozen road.
Ball hit very hard, straight.
I see.
I think we need to have a lot better language than what we have in here.
Yeah.
That, everything after indoor recreational centers needs to go, and we need a better definition.
Think so.
The definition can contain the limits.
Yeah.
And just
But I
call it a
think-
name here, but I think the flavor is what you're saying, is you don't want these things, but something like Primo Sports, the thing that never got built here, and
Would be lovely.
Yeah.
those ropes are the types of things
Exactly.
you'd like to see.
Okay, so we revise.
Revise that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 6 hotels. Are we happy with that? We want a lot of restrictions, or we want to do away with it altogether? What's everybody's,
I don't love it.
you don't want it?
I don't love it.
Where are hotels allowed now? Only the IP? Elaine, do you know off the top of your head?
I don't.
I think it's only the act.
I think they used to be in the I zone, but we don't have that anymore, right? Is there
No, we got rid of
Well,
that.
motels and hotels are allowed in the IP.
In the IP zone only, I think.
Yeah, I think that might be.
All right, so is the consensus to do away with 6?
Yeah,
Okay, that was.
While you're on it though, because you had the other issue tied to it,
Yeah.
is there any interest in expanding the landing pad for the hotel conference center zone to include the OVH?
Could you run through that again, that was totally fast.
Just because this goes back in history, the village has a provision in its code that's never been invoked. It's a floating zone like the PAC that you're somewhat familiar with. The idea is it could land in one place. The defined landing pad area right now is a portion of the IP zone.
Right.
What a hotel conference center is a large-scale hotel with a conference center, restaurant, meeting rooms, almost a convention center. I think the minimum lot size is fairly large,
Very.
10 or 20 acres or something of the kind. And the thought was that that might be something that would be a good idea for the village. There was one user at one point in time who thought that was something he wanted to do.
Well, in fact, it was created
With that in mind.
that in mind, one user who was talking about building
I'm not
it.
advocating, and I'm just throwing it out,
Right.
to enlarge the landing area. Might that be an appropriate reuse of the hospital building? I doubt it. Might the land be large enough? I doubt there's enough vacant land there to make it work without tearing down a lot of buildings, so I just throw it out because you were talking about hotels.
Well, I think it's why I raised it before, only speaking for myself, of course. I think that the floating zone was a desire to bring a hotel to our area, but that has successfully been done. I think the redundancy would diminish the value of the rest of the property around there. I don't see the need, and I would not want to turn into Motel Row. However that occurs, I mean, those are my comments on that floating zone at this point, because I do see it as drawing away from the vitality of the downtown, which is a major priority for me. I think it's past its time.
You may be right.
Yeah.
It's been 15 years more.
Okay,
That was-
so we're good with no hotels there.
Right.
Okay, so we're taking out, there is no overnight accommodation, so that we're aware of downtown. Is there?
You can stay at Margot.
The largest concern, I think,
Oh, yes,
was
that's right.
restaurant,
Of
eating
course.
and drinking establishments. The hotel conference center would allow those, hotels do not.
I know, and there goes the being able to, the museum being able to rent out its space, Limoncello being viable. I don't see this being constructive, but I'm only speaking for myself.
Yeah, no, I think we're pretty well, it's the consensus of the board, we want to